Hello, everyone, and welcome to our sneak peek into coaching. We are so very excited that you decided that it was worth the listen to hear why we are so passionate about this thing called coaching. We literally, our smiles are so big when we just get to share about it because it's something that's blessed our lives so much. And so anytime that we get to share it with other people, we just love to do that. So my name is Patrice Buller, and I'm the founder of the Radiant Tribe. We've been a team for a little over 2 years. So I'm going to share a little bit about my story, how I got into coaching, and then I'll talk about what it is specifically that we do. A lot of people are like, okay, but what do you actually do? So I'm going to share what it is that we do as health and fitness coaches, online health and fitness coaches. We call ourselves faith and fitness coaches because we do integrate that faith aspect that's so important to us. And then I'll pass it over to a couple of our coaches and have them share a couple minutes of their story and what God has done through them through coaching. And then I'll share how we earn income. I know that's a big question. And then also how you can join, like what the next steps are. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Again, my name is Patrice Buller, and I'm a wife, a mommy. I have 2 little boys, 4 and 2. So imagine when I started coaching 2 years ago, I had a newborn and a 2-year-old. So things were absolutely insane. So if I could do this, you can do this. Everybody who's going to be sharing tonight is busy. Like we're all busy people. And I know sometimes the thought of adding something else is a hesitation, but we teach you how to prioritize your time. And on this team, I'll share a little bit about our team mission. Our mission is a little bit different. So we really believe that Christ has to be the center of not only your health and fitness, but of your life. And so through that, we want to make sure we're honoring him with our time and being good stewards of our time. So while there might be some teams that are like, we're going to hustle, you know, there's a temptation to do that, especially when you love it, because I really do love it. I could do this all day, every day. And I've had seasons where I've been a little, too obsessive with it, and it's become an idol. I really genuinely love what we do. But what I try to, help my coaches see, and then help them coach it, their coaches see, is that, we want to make sure that we are honoring our priorities and protecting our priorities. So the order for that on this team is God, and then family, and then this business. And so giving our all wherever we are at that moment and being fully present. And so we do a lot of productivity stuff and setting business hours. And if you can only give an hour a day, that's okay. We're going to show you how to rock that hour so that you can be efficient with it and effective with it and really start to grow a fruitful business. So I joined as a coach in a crazy season of life, 2-year-old, 2-month-old, and I actually said no to coaching for a couple of years. I didn't really understand what it was. I'm a personal trainer, so I was already sharing my journey through social media. I had a passion for helping people through social media. I was just chatting with one of you about how, I've been passionate about this for a very long time, and I just didn't understand what coaching was and didn't necessarily want to give it a chance. And so my husband had been like, you need to do this. A lot of times the husband's the one that's skeptical, but my husband was like, you need to do this. You're already coaching. You're just not getting paid for it. Like, be a coach. And I was like, no, I don't know what this is about. And so I had my second baby. I came out of the hospital, not in my skinny jeans, like so many other fitness, people that I was following. And it was the same way for my first baby. And first time I kind of felt ashamed. I had to go in my little closet and then come out and say that I was fit. Whereas my second time, I'm like, no, there's women who need this. Like, I want to bring people along my journey. I want to show that it's okay to have goals. It's okay to reach out for help. Even as a personal trainer, I needed accountability. I needed community. I needed this. I'm a member of a team. I played basketball all through college. Like, I love the thought of community, rallying together, encouraging each other, spurring each other on, and not feeling alone. And so that's how I felt for a little bit. I felt alone. If I pressed pause to go help feed the baby and nobody, I didn't feel like coming back, like I didn't have to. And I'm like, this is not it. I want that consistency and that discipline, but I need a little bit of, help and support. And I want to bring people along the way. So I went to my upline's sneak peek and I saw how she integrated her faith and her fitness. And I was like, this is it. Oh my goodness, this is it. And I literally thank God, because I looked at the coaches of the teams that I could have joined, and who you join does matter. It does matter what team you join. And I want to make sure that I share what our mission is so you can decide if we're the right fit for you. But I knew that I needed to follow someone who was following God. And so I love that has just been literally the core of who we are on our team. And so I joined as a coach literally right away and said, I'm bringing people along my journey. I did our Core de Force kickboxing program, lost 10 pounds, postpartum weight. So that just really helps me feel really good. And I'm like, I want to keep this going, and I want to create that community that I was craving myself. And so I did that. And then I really started to just go all in and like literally share my passion like this and say, who wants to join me? Like, as a coach, we are on a mission, not just to get women abs. Sure, they're great. They'll look good in your bathing suit. But at the end of the day, what's the point of having abs if you don't know where you're going eternally? At the end of the day, our mission is literally to point women to Jesus through health and fitness, using our bodies as an opportunity to be good stewards. We only get one. And, there's a way to do fitness that's popular, and that's all about the shallow. And the more you're in the health and fitness arena, you'll see that it is a very dark place. It can become very vain, very self-seeking, very empty, chasing these empty goals that are never going to fully satisfy us. Whereas we know that the one who's going to truly satisfy us is the only one where that transformation can even come from. So that's really our heart, is to use this platform, use the company that we're partnered with. So we are Beachbody coaches, and we say that loud and proud. You might not hear us say it a lot on our social media, and that doesn't mean we're not very proud of the company that we're partnered with. Their mission to help women help people live healthier, more fulfilling lives and reach their goals, and then partnered with our mission, as believers. It's just that we, don't want to really throw lots of names and stuff in people's faces, and people have maybe like you have had, kind of have misconceptions about what network marketing is, what it looks like to be partnered with another company. And so I'll hit on some of that later, but we're very proud of the company that we're partnered with, because they really truly do care about people. And so what is a coach? You're probably like, what even is a coach? First, I'll talk about what Beachbody is. It is the leading health and fitness company in the world. We have tons of fitness programs. It started off as a fitness company. So you probably heard of P90X or 80-Day Obsession or 21-Day Fix. So many programs. Insanity, that you might not have known, is connected with Beachbody. And so at first they put out these programs because they wanted to help fitness become accessible and more affordable for people, so people could just plug in these DVDs and work out at home. It was like a brand new thing then. But what they found was that people weren't actually completing the program. So they were going on the infomercials, purchasing them, but not actually completing them. So they found this forum where people had gone through programs, were kind of like coaching people through the programs that were currently going through them, and their results just skyrocketed. So the CEO was like, you know what, they're onto something. They're doing this on their own time, their own dime. Let's create a compensation plan for them. And so that's how Team Beachbody was born. So basically, look, Team Beachbody. We're basically a team of coaches who, come alongside of people. We get to know their struggles. We listen to their needs, and really help them reach their goals. And I think that's really what sets us apart, is we don't just sell a product. So a lot of these network marketing companies, they sell products, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, we all have needs for different things, whether it's toothbrushes or leggings or makeup, whatever it is, right? We have the need for them. So we don't just sell health and fitness products and then say, okay, great, thank you. That's when our job starts. And that's what I love, is we are set apart because that's where our job starts. We get to say, okay, I hear you. You have a problem. I have a solution. So I'm going to come alongside of you. I'm going to help connect you to fitness programs, nutrition plans, mindset, basically like workshops where we're doing the whole, and our team, like I said, spiritual. So it's like holistic. We don't just believe in the physical side. It's holistic, where it's like, we want to get you healthy. We want to get you free. And so we're going to connect you with incredible tools, but then we're going to come alongside of you, plug you into an accountability group, and help you reach those goals. So basically, we're cheerleaders. We don't have to be the experts. I said that I'm a personal trainer, but I'm actually the minority. You don't have to be a fitness professional or a nutritionist or in perfect shape or anything to become a coach. You just need to be willing to work on your own health and fitness and use that as a means, to inspire other women and help them do the same thing. And so, that's how Team Beachbody was born. That's what a coach is. As far as specifically what we do, I've kind of alluded to it before, but the first thing that we do is we live it out. We are proof that this works. And if you hear any of these stories, you'll hear that we all have personal transformations with Beachbody. So that's what we would want you to do is get to know the workouts, get to know the nutrition plan. How cool! Our number one role is to be healthy ourselves. I can get with that. So the accountability has been huge for me in my own personal journey. And I know all these ladies as well who have already been, coaching. And so you're proof that it works. So you're living it out. Again, doesn't mean that you're perfect. In fact, sharing those struggles is how it makes you relatable. People don't necessarily relate to the perfect fitness Barbies. That's what they used to call me. But when I was a personal trainer, everything looked easy, right? And then I had a baby and I gained 40 pounds and I had to work that 40 pounds off. And so people really were like, okay, wait, you're a real person. Like, you have to make that healthy choice when it's hard. You have to choose to press play when it's hard. And people really connected to me that way. And so that's what we do is we share the hard stuff. We share that we would so much rather have this, but we're choosing this in that moment, and bringing people along so they can really see, like, picture themselves, I have those same struggles. I can see myself working through this, as well. So we live it out. And then we do, second thing is connect, invite, follow up. So not only are we living out ourselves, this is going to help us not feel like weird salespeople. So if that's one of your objections, I don't want to be a salesperson. Guess what? If you're living it out, it's just like anything else. When you go to a restaurant or when you, go see a movie that you love, when you're living it out, it's going to naturally flow out of you, right? People are going to start even asking you like, hey, what's that, workout program that I see you share about, or I see that you have more energy, or I see that you're, losing weight. They're going to ask, and it's going to flow out naturally because it's just a part of who you are, which is why number one is so important. So when we get to number two, we get to connect with people. Like, our job is to be healthy and make friends. Like, love it. So we get to connect with people in your real life. That's where we start. Our friends, our family. My mom was one of my first challengers. 2 years later, she's still rocking it, 30 pounds down, was running around with my kids like she wasn't before. How cool. We get to get our friends and our family healthy. And if nothing else, like, I'll take it. So we start with our friends and family, and then we start sharing our journey on social media. And again, if you don't know how to do that, we're going to teach you all of that. You share your journey on social media, you connect with people, and then from there, again, you're listening. We become really good listeners because it's not about us, it's about them and their story and what they need. So then we can then provide them with that solution. So we're connecting with them. Beachbody used to say invite, and I did not like that. So we changed it to invest, invite. But now it literally is changed to connect, invite, follow up. And I love that. We don't just go cold message people, say, hey, you want to join me? We connect with them. We get to know them. And then they feel comfortable when we then go say, hey, listen, I know you told me that you gained that freshman 15. I want you to try the workout program that I'm doing. This is what it's done for me. So we're able to invite them into what we have going on. And then following up, obviously, is a part of that as well, because people get busy. So we just want to make sure we're doing our part to make sure they have the information that they need. So we're planting those seeds. We're not, out there trying to control the results. We just share the gift. And if people decide they want to join us, awesome. If they decide it's not the right time, that's okay too, So we don't have to feel yucky because we're not necessarily obsessing over the results. We leave that up to God. We do our part and then leave the rest to God. So the second thing was connect, invite, follow up. The third thing is we get people results. So natural flow, right? Live it out. Tell people they have an opportunity to join us. And then once they join us, we help them reach their goals. We walk alongside of them. We put them in our challenge groups. Those people usually get a fire to want to share and coach too. And that's how our teams grow. It's so exciting and fun to run alongside of people that are just as passionate as you are. And so we help them get results, whether it's our challengers or our coaches, help them start earning an income, just doing what we're doing and going from there. And then the fourth thing is personal development. So we get to live it out. We get to help people. And then we also get to continue to grow as people. So we have our quiet time. We have a little Zoom like this in the morning where we do our workouts. We do quiet time, muted. We just have our own little, personal time. But it's an accountability to show up on something like this. Like, my girls are waiting for me. I got to get up and get it in. So we have our time with Jesus, but we also commit to growing personally, in our business and learning about how we can become better as leaders and as coaches and things like that. So recap, live it out. You connect with people, invite them to join you. You help them get results once they join you. And we have trainings to teach you all of that. You don't have to know all of that up front. And then we just continue to grow as people. So pretty sweet gig, right? All right, so now I'm gonna pass the baton to, let's go with Jacqueline first. So Jacqueline is a stay-at-home wifey. Her and her husband are so super cute. They're on our Zoom like this in the morning, working out and doing their quiet time together. And I just love seeing them just chase after Jesus together, and they're super inspiring. Jacqueline's also had some health stuff that she's had to overcome, and she chose, instead of quitting coaching and kind of dealing with that, she brought people along that, and it was super inspiring. She still showed up every single day. She was on team calls like in the hospital, where I would be like, girl, turn this off right now and like get your rest in. But she's just so passionate about this, and it shines through every single thing that she does. So I would love for her to chat a little bit about what it's like to be a busy lady, but still prioritizing coaching, and how you've used your story to really help connect with women that are following you.
Sure. Well, I came into coaching kind of unexpectedly. I had been a coach a few years ago, and like Patrice was saying, who you are teamed up with makes a huge difference. And that just really wasn't a good fit. And it was totally random that I stumbled across Patrice last year. My husband actually came home one night. He had left to go drop a friend off at home. He came back to the house, and I was on the couch crying. And he was totally bewildered about what had happened. And all I did was hold up the phone and showed him Patrice's profile and said, this is what I wanted to be. This is what I envisioned when I joined Beachbody. And he said, well, why don't you reach out to her, see what she has to say? And so I did. And the rest is history. I joined in June of last year, and I was not a raving success. I have been a coach, like I said, since June of last year. I didn't have a sale, a customer, a challenger until February of this year. So I don't say that to discourage you. I say that to let you know, don't, like Patrice said, don't get caught up in anxiety about the results. Just trust that God is with you on the journey, and he will take you in the way that he has determined for you to go. And so that's kind of what happened with me. I joined in June. And by the beginning of August, I was in the hospital having a relapse of TTP, which is an extremely rare blood disorder. Without treatment, it is 90% fatal. You will die if you're not hospitalized for treatment. So like Patrice said, I was in the hospital. I was getting treatment, had catheters in my neck and all sorts of craziness. But I really believed that this was an opportunity and a responsibility that God had put in front of me, and I wanted to do it well. And I had promised my husband, if I sign up for this, I will give it no less than a year. I'm going to commit. I'm not going to half-heartedly go through this thing. I'm going to do it. And so that's what I endeavored to do. And it was definitely challenging. I have encountered a lot of people that think if you're a stay-at-home wife with no kids, that life must be easy and very relaxed and you have all the time in the world, and I don't. I'm actually at a girlfriend of mine's house right now. We're in the middle of doing my hair, and she saw me looking at my calendar and she said, oh my word, you're just looking at your calendar is making me tired. The truth is, I do have a very busy schedule, even though I'm at home. And that's kind of what my husband wanted. He wanted us to have the freedom to serve our family, our church family, anyone that God put across our paths. So that's actually why I don't work a regular 9 to 5, but I do part-time work as an Amazon Flex driver. So there's just a lot of responsibility that goes with being a housewife and homemaker, working part-time, being slowly but surely a caregiver for my mom, who is getting older and experiencing some health challenges, and being available for family, for my church, but also dealing with my own health challenges. I'm tired a lot. You know, this job takes a lot. And I'll say I'm an introvert. So if you think that you have to be an extrovert to do this job well, you don't. I am not an extrovert at all. Peopling is not always easy, especially if you are an introvert. But if you're a believer, then you know that we are called to love people with the love that Jesus gives us. And so this opportunity has just been really ripe ground to do that, because Like Patrice said, I can't just have cold conversations with people. I do need to genuinely care about what they're going through, because whether or not they ever become a customer, I want to shine the light of Christ in front of them and also encourage them to go on this journey with me. So don't let that discourage you. It will challenge you in a lot of ways, but in all good ways. It will challenge you to surrender not just your health and your fitness, but your relationships, your conversation, your personality, your strengths, your weaknesses. Surrender all of those to the Lord and allow Him to work in you through them for His glory and other people's good. So while I was in the hospital, didn't make a lot of progress business-wise, got out of the hospital and had a crazy physical journey to go through. I dealt with a lot of physical pain because of the medications that I was on. Just sitting and then trying to stand up was excruciating pain. I was moving like I was a 70-year-old woman. That's how much pain I was in. But I was determined that I wanted to get back to health. I did have weight to lose. I put on probably a good 20, 25 pounds because of the medication, and that was over a short few months. So it was a lot of weight at one time. But I wanted to be healthy. I wanted my energy back. And so my husband and I committed to going through Lift 4 together. It was the program I had started right before I got sick. And so it took a while for me to be able to get back to it after getting out of the hospital. And it was hard. There were days that I cried because it was just such a physical challenge, but we were committed. And when we finished that at the beginning of January, I just sat down and cried. And I had taken people on this journey every day with me. And then we rolled right into the next program, and that was even more of a challenge. But like Patrice was saying, it was my journey first and foremost. People had to see this is a real thing that can happen, even when you're dealing with something like an autoimmune disorder or something physical that holds you back. And that's a lot of the people that I've connected with, other people that have TTP, other people that have dealt with autoimmune disorders or any sort of physical challenge. They have seen something in me that says, okay, how did you do what you're doing? Because I'm dealing with that same pain and I didn't think I could. So can you help me? I've had many conversations that haven't yet turned into customers, but just people that were like, I was so scared of going through TTP. And then I came across your profile and now I feel like I'm going to make it. How did you do it? And that was my opportunity to share Jesus with them and also let them know on the other side of this, you're going to have a physical journey, but you can make it. And then come February, I just kind of turned a corner. I decided, you know what, I've been going about this for me, and now I want to bring other people into this for real, for real. And I really began to pursue people. Whereas before I was just sharing my journey, but I wasn't really going hard after trying to bring people in. In February, I made that decision. And that's when business kind of started to take off for me. So a lot of it, the holdup was me. But once I decided to surrender that to God, to not be so anxious about the results, but to really just share the gift that He had given me, things really began to turn around. And it still takes a lot of work. It's definitely work, but it is worth it. It's rewarding in so many ways. And it's been a blessing to me and my husband. Right now, it's not a whole lot of money because I'm still at the beginning, but even just a few $100s, that pays my student loans. And my student loans are stupid right now. They're just stupid. But this helps cover that. And it makes a big difference when it comes to our budget. So I don't know if that is any encouragement to you all, but that's the journey that I've been on.
I love that so much. And I love how, you talked about how you pursued people, and you could look at that as ooh, I don't want to do that. Or you could look at it like, that's how Jesus is with us, right? He pursues us every single day. So why would I not share this gift with people? Is it work? Absolutely. It's fun work, but there's going to be things about this, just like any other job, that you might not necessarily feel like doing, but we choose to do it anyway because the rewards, what we're doing, sowing into the kingdom, helping women find freedom. And if we can get to them, we can get to their husband and their kids, or future husband, future kids, and really set healthy habits for the family. So it's work for sure, but it's definitely super rewarding. So, all right, Abby, your turn. Abby is a college student. She's got some of her girls on here who are interested in just learning more about what she does. She joined just recently, but she just kind of took off. She decided, I'm going to get right out there. I'm going to share this passion with people. And she has just been doing such an incredible job. So Abby, share a little bit about your story.
Okay, so hey everyone, hey to the people I don't know. My name's Abby, like Patrice said. I'm a junior at Lipscomb University in Nashville, and I'm studying something called missional entrepreneurship. So it's this really cool like integration of missions and entrepreneurship, and I love it so much. But to give you a little bit of background on my story, so growing up, I was overweight majority of my childhood. Super overweight. It really affected my self-confidence as a kid. I was really shy. I stood out a lot. I was also a lot taller than a bunch of kids my age growing up. And so I just like felt like this awkward like kid that really stood out. And so moving forward in middle school, already an awkward time, as you guys know, but middle school, I began to be bullied for my weight. And so because of the bullying, I actually did a complete 180, and I ended up losing about 60 pounds in 6 months, really unhealthy, and developed an eating disorder. And so by the like age of like, I don't know how old you are in middle school, like 14, I had like experienced these two extremes of like being unhealthy. And so throughout the rest of college and throughout the rest of high school and early college, I just really struggled with trying to find sustainability in my health. And so over the past year, I have been able to find that. And it all started when I invited Jesus on the journey with me. And so I just decided that like I wanted to make that connection between my physical and spiritual health. And so I really began making Jesus a part of it. And I decided to take care of my body, not because I wanted to look good anymore. I decided not to base it on that at all, but to base it on the fact that like, I feel like God has big plans for my life, and I want to be able to like do them to the best of my ability. And you can't do that if you're not healthy and if you don't feel good. And so that's kind of how I started getting into like health and fitness, and became just fell in love with like taking care of my body. But basically in this past December, so over Christmas break, I had this idea of like a faith-based fitness business, and I'm an entrepreneurship major, so I'm kind of a nerd, and I like to write up like little business plans and stuff. It's fun for me. So I ended up writing up a business plan, and I sent it out to like a ton of people that I knew. I had like 85 people respond, and they were just giving me feedback on this idea. And someone said, you should look up these two girls that I follow on Instagram. They do something so similar. And so I looked them up, and one of them actually is my upline coach now. So the girl that I signed up under, her name's Caroline. And so I looked them up, and they were just like integrating faith and fitness on their Instagram. And I was like, whoa, these girls are so cool. Like, this is exactly what I want to do. So I ended up reaching out to Caroline and found out she's like legit from my hometown, which was so crazy. So I went home the next weekend, and I met up with her for coffee, and we talked, and like, she told me about what she does, and she didn't push it on me. It was not like, sign up with me, like do this. It was just like, I love what I'm doing, and I love the people I do it with. And like, I think you'd be a great fit on our team. And so I just took a week to pray about it, and I felt a lot of peace. And so I decided to move forward. I never thought I would do network marketing, being with a business like Beachbody. Like, I just never thought it, and I especially didn't think I would do it in college. Like, I don't know, you just don't think that you would do that kind of stuff. But seriously, like, Beachbody and this team has been the biggest blessing. I've literally only been doing this for 2 months, and just the connections that you make through this team especially are incredible. Like, I have found the best friends and mentors. Like, you guys have even seen like the light that like Patrice shines, just like talking in this coaching sneak peek. Like, incredible to like have chats like this with every single week that just relight my fire, remind me why I'm doing this. And so that's just really cool. Also, yes, as like Patrice and Jacqueline were saying, like, this is so doable no matter what season of life you're in. Like, we are all in very different seasons. And for me, being a college student, like legit sitting here in my little baby dorm room, it is so doable, y'all. Like, and what's amazing about it is you get to choose your hours. So it's honestly like, it's better than any other job, because like I'm sitting here at 7:30 or what time is it? 8:00 at night, my time. And I'm probably going to work for like 30 minutes after this. And like, I got to choose that. I haven't worked like at all today because my classes are all over the place and I'm busy with school. But what's amazing about this job is you get to choose your hours. And like they were saying, like, it is such a fun job. You invest in your own health, you take care of yourself, and then you make friends. Like, that is what this job is. And that is what I'm passionate about. I also really liked how Jacqueline was talking about, like, just connecting with people. You find your people. Like, the girls I have on this call are girls I go to school with. Like, we're in the same season of life. You don't have to reach out to, like, random people. Like, reach out to people you know and reach out to people that are similar to you and that you can connect with. And also use this as, I use it as, like, a mission field. Like, I think of this as, like, mission work. Like, that's something that I'm passionate about. But, like, you can show Jesus anywhere, and especially in the fitness industry. Like, our team is all about shining light in the dark fitness industry. Like, y'all, this is a dark industry. Like, that's why I struggled so many years, is because so many, like, programs and fitness trainers are so focused on body image and just, like, these, and I feel like the higher you go in all this, the darker it gets. And so just, like, shining Jesus in this industry is, like, a mission field in and of itself. And so I just, like, truly see it as an honor to be able to serve in this way and to love people in this way. Only been doing this 2 months, and truly, like, it has blessed my life so much. Like, I'm so thankful. I don't know how to close that out other than I'm just really thankful. It's been really great. So
perfect. I love it. Seriously, just makes my heart beat fast thinking about you guys and your stories and watching where you've come from to where you are now. It's just such a beautiful thing. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to talk about how we earn income and then how much it costs to join up. So we earn income 2 major ways. The first way is through commission. So basically anything that someone purchases through your website, you get a 25% commission off of that, which is pretty sweet. So if someone decides they want to join with a challenge pack, which is what we like to offer people, it's like their best solution for a year of health and fitness support, has the year of Beachbody On Demand, so they get all different workouts. They get the month of Shakeology, which are a superfood shake that's healed my chronic eczema. It was my prenatal while I was, like, pregnant and nursing. So it has all kinds of delicious, yummy nutrients in there, minus all the junk, like most shakes. And so you get the first month of that and a year of our health and fitness, coaching support. So that's about the cost of some gym memberships for a month. You get a whole year of health and fitness support. So around, let's say, $160 for the year. So let's say someone joins with that, you get 25% of that. So about maybe $50. Well, if you help 3 people a month, which is what our goal is, then that adds up to about $150, plus people who maybe continue drinking Shakeology or trying out our nutrition supplements that, as they stay on every month, that slowly starts to build up to where, you're earning that commission. Now, the other side is Team Cycle bonus. So as you find women who are like-minded, passionate, share the same mission and want to join your team, then you're going to start building up your team. And a result of anything that they're purchasing and that their people are purchasing, that adds up to Team Cycle bonus, to where you can go on vacation and you're still getting paid. It's that residual passive income that's happening just because you have a thriving team underneath of you that are doing incredible things. And that's where network marketing is amazing. Like, that doesn't happen other places. So there's literally no ceiling on the income that you make. Obviously, it's a direct reflection of the work that you put in, but it's really possible to grow a fruitful, profitable business, and that's going to come from, again, growing a team of like-minded women. So there's all kind of monthly incentives for helping 3 people a month. You get invited to our Success Club trip, which I just got back from, a cruise, all expenses paid for my entire family, to the Bahamas. It was amazing. Last year was Mexico. Next year is Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and I have some of my girls coming too. And you can start, helping people and be there with us. So lots of incredible incentives, but that's not why we do this. We're not chasing those perks. It can get easy to chase the shiny things. We all are about purpose, but how how cool that we have a company that does reward us for helping people and doing what we're already called to do anyway. It's a really, really sweet thing. So those are the two major ways we earn incomes, plus all kinds of bonuses as you continue to add to your team and develop leaders, and then how much it costs. It's the cost of your challenge pack. So you would purchase what we have our clients purchase so that you can live it out yourself, get going on your own transformation story. So you would purchase a challenge pack, or if you're already a coach, I know a couple of you are already coaches. If you decided you wanted to join and join like as a working coach, you're already signed up. So you would just hop into our new coach training, get the tools and support that you need, join our coach pages, hop on our team calls and things like that. But you're already signed up, so you don't have to do anything. And so if you are a challenger and not a coach, you just upgrade to a coach. And because you probably got that challenge pack, your $40 sign up fee is waived for any challenge pack that you get. So you don't have to pay to join to be a coach with your challenge pack. And then it's just $15.95 a month to literally run a business. Beachbody does everything. We don't have to do shipping. We don't have to take payments. We don't have to deal with customer service issues. We're not walking around like selling DVDs and having to keep all this inventory. We don't do that. Beachbody, we just send them to our website and Beachbody takes care of the rest. So $16, and then your income ceiling, there is no ceiling. It's incredible. My husband usually hops on now. He's putting the kids to bed and just talks about how legit this business is and how you could go start up a company and invest thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. But Beachbody already has the model. So the fact that we can partner with them and then combine our missions and really be able to provide people with incredible tools that are already there for them, it's an incredible thing. So all right, we're going to wrap this up. You have 3 options, okay? 3 options. The first option is, number 1, you know what? I loved what I heard. I'm all in. I want to do this. I want to join as a coach. I want to start with my journey and share with other people, help people earn an income however you want. It can be part-time, could be potential thought of full-time income. Like, you get to decide that, but you know you want to get going. Number 2 is that you're not really sure about coaching, but you know you want to start on your own journey. So you're going to join as a customer underneath of whoever invited you here and start working on your own journey. And then if you get that fire at any point, you can then decide that you want to coach. So the last thing is, you're like, I'm not really sure that this is the team for me for whatever reason. We will not be offended. We want you to be where God has you. And so you will tell the person that invited you that. So the only thing you can't do is ghost us. We invited you here because we saw something in you. We don't take that lightly. We don't just invite anyone. We have an incredible family built here. And so if you were invited to this call, it's because we saw something in you. So just do that, coach, the respect of letting them know where you stand, whether you want to go all in and start working on your journey and sharing with other people, whether you just want to start in their boot camp or their, health and fitness online accountability group, or if you're going to take some time to think about it, that is totally fine. Just let them know from here. All right. So I'm going to close this out in prayer. If you have any questions, you can just reach out to the coach that invited you, and we'll wrap this up. Lord, thank you so much for every woman that joined this call tonight. Lord, we are so thankful for even social media, the ability to connect with women all over. We have women from literally all over the country listening right now, and then some are going to watch the playback from all over, and it's a beautiful thing. So we're thankful that you've given us these tools to be able to connect with people, Lord, and get into people's homes, into their lives, into their families. Lord, you don't need us, but you chose us to do this, and we're just so thankful for it. Lord, give each and every woman that is listening to this, give them clarity, show them, what the next step is for them, Lord, and ultimately just guide them on where it is that you have them. Just so thankful for this opportunity, how it rolls up all of our passions into one, our passion for you, our passion for serving people, and then also our passion for health and fitness, Lord. We get to do it all wrapped up together in our own time and in a way that is honoring to you. So I pray that you just make it clear. And we're just thankful for this opportunity to get together. We love you and thank you so much. Amen. All right, ladies, have a great night. Reach out to the coach that invited you, and hopefully we'll see you really soon. Maybe even in the next couple of days on our morning Zoom calls, our workout calls. All right, have a great night. Bye.